There you go. This is the Harley Benton Gold Top GT 450 SC for single cut P90. So this is as close as what I guess they're saying a P90 is supposed to sound like. It does have a kind of a P90 feel because you got to think P90-ish, and to tell you the truth, it just sounds great. I think so. So obviously it looks kind of like a Les Paul, kind of reminiscent of an older time, you know. But it does have a two-pneumatic bridge, as you see, and it does have little witch hats. So, what can I tell you? It's relatively light. Actually, it is lighter than just about any other Les Paul, and this is not the weight-reduced versions that they also have on the Harley Benton line. So this is an older model type called Harley Benton 450. It feels great. The fretboard feels good. I did polish up the frets. I did take care of any fret spot, which there really wasn't. And I think it only needed two frets that needed some leveling. But, you know, I do that kind of stuff, and it doesn't bother me to do these things. And basically, I assume that every time I get a guitar, even from the best guitar manufacturers out there, chances are by the time it gets into this house and it even acquaints itself for, you know, a day or two or even a week or a month, there's going to be some sort of adjustment either way. So I just wrap my head around understanding that every single guitar on the planet is going to require an adjustment. So for you or any of you guys say, oh yes, I got that guitar and it was hideous because it needed an adjustment. Oh dear Lord. You know what? Be thankful you don't live in a certain area that actually has like dramatic four seasons like New York. We get like actual 4 distinct seasons, which wreaks havoc on, you know, anything made out of wood. So anyway, long story short, and it took me a while to get it to play this good, or as good as this is right now. These are the generic head tuners that came along with it. It's no big deal, but they work. The pots, they work. I believe they're dime scale, dime size, whatever. It's got a two-pneumatic bridge. It looks the part, right? It looks like it's supposed to work. It does. I got it tuned up. The intonation is on, right? You know, the chrome plating isn't heavy. You know, I don't know how long it's going to last, but to tell you the truth, right now it's feeling good. It does a lot better in my hands than other days. You know, right now it's not doing too good because I'm terrible. I feel terrible right now. I mean, and it's too late. I don't feel like really turning it up. I really tortured my neighbors this week. I was turning it up a lot. And I'm surprised my neighbors put up with my shenanigans. But long story short, I'm addicted. I am. I know I'm addicted. I know. But, you know, it's a good kind of addiction. But, you know, that's what makes addictions good because they feel good, right? Okay, enough of this shenanigans. All right. Okay, wait, is this sharp? Oh, you know, it could be that I don't recall. But, you know, here's another thing, folks. Because of my age, I'm 60. I'm 60 plus, all right? And because of that, I forget things. I forget what I've said. I must have sanded this or polished this up because it's not sharp. Because I have another Harley Benton. Actually, he plays great. Oh, it's actually a 450 version, 450 model as well. But it doesn't have P90s. And it's not made out, this one I believe is made out of basswood. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then I have another one that's made out of mahogany, but weight relieved. Let's see what it weighs. Oh, wait. That's what I thought. 8.6. This is 8.6 pounds. Not bad, right? Yeah, and so you're getting this P90 feel. You know, it's not a Gibson P90 for heaven's sake. So don't be snobbing up. You know, you don't have to. It does what it's supposed to do. It sounds cool, I think. Let's just get right into it. So here's what it sounds with everything. There's no effects, okay? and bridge pickup. Okay, so that's my basic sound, but now I'm just gonna line drive it. Right? Okay, then we can push this overdrive. It's a pretty standard sound, I'd say, right? So now I'm just gonna throw in some reverb, thicken it up a little bit. The delay in there. So we're getting somewhere. So if I take that off and I go right to my ultra metal. That is my Fender combo simulator. Without it. With it. Yeah, I like that. And then with the tube screamer on. Of course, it needs a little booster. All right, so when I first got this, it didn't look gold. It looked like a freaking carrot top. All right, And I didn't like the color. I really didn't like the color. It kind of pissed me off because I thought it was a gold top and it wasn't. You know what I mean? Look at the knobs. See the knobs? That's the gold right there. So now compare that to this thing. Huh? It looks orange, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway, and it was worse because it was very shiny, glossy orange. So I wound up taking everything off and then taking my orbital sander and taking all that shiny finish off. It grossed me out, seriously. It just I couldn't connect with her at all. But ever since I did that, I connect with her a whole lot more. She's not so shiny. I left the back shiny. I didn't touch, the scuff marks here that I'm getting here is from my belt and just actually being used. So yes, you know what? This is actually being used. This guitar actually works. It serves a purpose. It's making me want to pick it up. I mean, that's a good thing, right? It doesn't have to have a fancy name on it. I have the Gibsons, I have the Fenders, I have the guitars I spent a little too much money on, but then there's these things here, and then and they call for me. Sometimes they go, "Hey, haven't you picked me up in a while?" All right, I'm coming. I'll pick you up. So there you go. Well, so I don't want. Yeah, it's late. I think it's like 1 in the morning. It's really absurd. This is stupid if I'm playing. I mean, I don't want to get kicked out of my own house. I have really cool neighbors, so I gotta keep them cool because they are cool. They really rule. Anyway, folks, thank you for visiting these shenanigans that I'm willing to bring out to you. And again, this is the Harley Benton 4 SC 450 GT P90. It's under $200. It looks like this. Looks like, and it's a little lighter. Plays nice. You don't have to, it plays like it's, well, to tell you the truth, doesn't play like an $800 guitar. I'm going to say it plays more like a $400 guitar. Does that make any sense to you? I'm being honest. God knows how long it actually stayed in the warehouse. Because I do recall, I think I had to change the strings completely because they felt rusty. So this must have been an earlier model. And the thing which you can definitely expect from Harley Benton, this brand that I seem to have been fascinated with recently, is that every time I get an Harley Benton, since these earlier Harley Bentons, every single one has been some sort of improvement, somewhere along the line. They may drop the ball every once in a while, okay. But it's considering the price of admission, it's not bad, even with the flaws that you may be looking for with a magnifying glass. And sure, some of these these faults could have easily been just taken care of with a good inspection. But that's aside, what this has proven to me is that good workmanship is available. Good materials are available, and a price point that all this can happen, and then manufactured and shipped from one place to another and sold to you then and shipped again and still get to you at such a low, incredible price. Is just, to me, it boggles the imagination. But it's business, right? And so this business craftsmanship, and at the same time affordability and accessibility. So, you know what? For you Zeppelin kids out there who want to look like Jimmy, Page, I should say, or get into like the Mike Bloomfield stuff, you can do that with these kind of guitars. You can really have a good old time. And so there you go. That's all I got for you today. I feel good about this. I'm telling you, I have no reason to, to throw her out. I mean, if somebody wants, does somebody wanna play this? Let me know in the comments. And if you have one of these, let me know in the comments. To tell you the truth, I love this guitar.